A's buses, where you at? I'm live right now. I just finished up my work week. Today's my Friday, even though it's Saturday. I had some boys and girls soccer teams, just four teams. They all playing on different fields. Got JV and varsity for girls and JV and varsity for boys. So on one game, I pick up the kids from home, drop them off at the field, go back out, pick up the next team, drop them off at the next field, and then by the time I finished doing that, the first team that I dropped off, they were ready. So I'm taking them home. By the time I finished taking them home, I got to pick up another team because I did boys first. So now I'm working on the girls. I picked the girls up and took them home, took them to the field, I should say. The JV. Then I had to pick up the boys. The last team of the boys was varsity, take them home, and then pick up the girls varsity, take them to their field, and then the JV girls was done by the time I did that, and then I had to wait for the last team to be done and take them home. So I'm here now. I'm looking for JH buses. He wanted to talk to me about a couple of things while I'm waiting on him. I want to talk to y'all about that podcast that I put out. I really need some input, some feedback, some criticism. Tell me what you think about it. Gave you the introduction to how I started driving buses. Happy Halloween. How y'all like my Halloween mug? Pardon me. Happy Halloween. Yeah, I gave y'all the introduction. So how I started driving the buses. I've been driving buses for 20 years, or maybe a little more. I started off as a bus aide. I apologize for the podcast too if the first couple of minutes wasn't that good on the audio. I think my interview audio wasn't that great, but so I'm gonna give it to you now. I started off driving buses about 20 years ago. I was a bus aide and I rode with the driver. I watched everything the driver do. I was a little scared to drive, but I rode with this female driver. Shout out to Michelle. One day you're gonna see this. Shout out to Michelle. I rode with Michelle and she gave me the courage and she gave me the motivation and she inspired me to continue to even think about driving. And then I said, you know what? She said, take the general knowledge test. So I took my general knowledge test. I failed it the first time. Then I had to go back 7 days later and I passed it. And then I let her know. She said, get that passenger and school bus, boy. Start training for that so you can drive these buses. Stop being my bus aide. Drive. So I listened to her and I drove. I trained. I passed my training. The training back then we had ollie dock, parallel parking, which is different now. They got offset backing. They got forward stop. They got a couple different things other than that. But it was harder back in the day with the ollie dock and the parallel parking. I passed that and I drove for 5 years, became a dispatcher. And, after I became a dispatcher, I said, I can teach people how to drive these things. So I started figuring out how I was going to do that. And I self certified myself on the FMCSA website. And there you have it. I started training. So I was a bus aide and I was a driver trainee. Then I became a driver and then I became a trainer. So I got experience all across the board and I do the dispatching as well. Yeah, the dispatching became before I became the training instructor. I was a dispatcher, but I still do dispatching on different occasions. But I focus mostly on the training, but I do drive as well. So I can answer questions from general knowledge to how to strap a kid in a wheelchair to how to trip plan. I mean, whatever y'all need to know, school bus, just let me know and I'll answer your questions. I got a lot of videos out that answers them for me now. And I'm gonna continue on making content because I love to do what I'm doing. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah, we was talking about a physical on the podcast. I always tell you how important it is to be physically fit to drive the school bus. What's up, Eric? What's up, Mr. Jeep? I see y'all watching. I appreciate it. Hello, hello, Maria. Hello. How you doing? I appreciate it. Everybody's tuning in, checking me out. I'm just got off of work Saturday. I know, but it's still work because they do a lot of activities, a lot of sports activities that's going on, which is awesome. That's more money for me. But the trip planning for the sports activities is great because, like I said, I pick up one team from their house. I give them bus stops and what time to be there. That's part of my dispatching on the weekend. And I pick them up from their bus stops and I take them to their designated field. By the time I get them there, what's good, my boy? Ark, I pick them up and I drop them off at the field. By the time I take that one team, it's time for me to start picking up the second team from home, and I take them. By the time I take them, the first team that I picked up, they need a ride home. So I start taking them home. By the time I get them home, it's time for me to pick up my third team from home and take them in. So I do four teams when I do the weekend work like that. I mean, good thing they all don't live too far apart. I just cover one county when I'm doing it. So I'm happy for that. So if you got any questions about training, you want to be a school bus driver. I also recently discovered a lot of people love school buses. I should have known because I have a lot of love for the school bus. And I never really paid attention to how much other people love the school bus. All different makes and models and sizes and shapes and forms. It's great. I love it. I've recently drove a 2026 ICCE. It was the best ride ever. The Cadillac of school buses. You gotta dig it. It's the Cadillac of school buses. Yes, indeed. It has air ride suspension, right? Not only does the bus have air ride suspension, the seat has air ride suspension for the driver. Uh, I don't know if y'all familiar with the driver's seat on the buses. It's got the bounce. The first gen, I'm not sure if it had the bounce. It's been so long since I rolled it. I seen the first gen. I actually drove one, but the second gen, you had the bounce. It wasn't all the way, you know, 100%. Third gen, it got a lot better with the bounce. It was less. It's really less bounce. But the 2026 third gen, they put an air ride suspension on the driver's seat. It's incredible. It was incredible, and I love it. JH buses, I'm still looking for you. If you out there, let me know. I got I got a little time. I'm talking about these school buses, but the new 2026 ICCE has to be the best one for me so far. That's the main buses I'll be driving is the internationals. I got a diesel. I got a 2025 diesel right now, but I wanna get into the, C2s, Thomas buses, the the Bluebirds. I was fortunate enough to get into a Bluebird. The steering wheel, alone is beautiful on the Bluebirds. I gotta give it up for them for that, because the steering wheel on the 2020, the 3rd gen, I should say, is it's a bit thick, and they got these extra buttons on there that you can program, which is fine and dandy, but I don't really need to program them buttons. Let's be honest. I don't really need to program any buttons because they did a good job with the cockpit. Everything's in reach. I don't need to make these 4 buttons mean something else, something that I already can easily hit or use. So I'm a little confused with that. I don't even use it because I'm like, what am I going to use it for? Everything is reachable except for the heated mirror. The heated mirror is on the dashboard, which is kind of it's in the way because I gotta lean forward and click it on the dashboard if I'm doing 65 miles an hour on the highway and I need to heat my mirrors to clean the water off. So that's definitely maybe something I might look into putting into one of them 4 buttons that's on the steering wheel that's in my way every day when I'm trying to get that extra grip on the inside near the horn to do different maneuvers. They got them buttons there in the way. But the Bluebird steering wheel is awesome. Awesomely great. It's actually got a bird. It's shaped like a bird. You gotta I'm next time I get in one, I don't get that much chances to get in a Bluebird, but the next time I get in one, I'm definitely gonna do a video. A friend of mine pulled up. I was excited. I didn't have my camera ready when I was in that Bluebird, but it's all good. The next time I will definitely have a video of that Bluebird. Definitely. I want to tell you guys to check out the podcast I put out today at 10 o'clock this morning. It was my first podcast that I know it's not the best, the greatest, but I would think it's gonna get better, and I think it's not too bad. I give myself a 8.5 out of 10 if I had to. I'm not gonna say I give myself a 10. There's a couple flaws in it, but I know it could be something great and it's gonna get better in the future. So I'm here live today. I'm looking for some feedback about the podcast. So go ahead and check out the podcast. Leave some comments. Let me know, what do you think could be better, or what do you think could be added to the show? Because I like to discuss different things from every angle when it comes to the school buses. Now, back to the love of school buses. Everybody loves a school bus. Who doesn't love the big yellow bus? It's beautiful. The big ones, even the short ones, the small ones. I love the handicap ones. They look so beautiful on there. Hello, JB. Can I recommend any good websites on how to study for your CDL test? Are you trying to study for the general knowledge test? Because the general knowledge, I wouldn't say website. I like to use the CDL manual that's given out at the DMV. The CDL manual that's given out at your local DMV, that's a good place to start. Yeah. And I personally put together a GK Made Easy book, which is available on thecosmos.com. That's DAKOZMOZ.com. And you can get yourself a general knowledge made easy booklet and you can study and it's going to help you. Everything that's in the DMV CDL manual, it's in that book plus some more. I have pop quiz in there, open ended, multiple choice. It will help you, and the answers are all in there. So, JB, why don't you see what you can check out. If you can use the DMV book or you can use my book, again, it's on thecosmos.com. That's DAKOZMOZ.com. Click on the GK Made Easy book, and that should help you study for your test. And I also like to do a lot of questions and pop quizzes on my channel to help people study for their general knowledge test. Pardon me. It's Halloween. I've been working on some Halloween content. I got a couple Halloween videos out. You are very welcome. I appreciate your support. I thank you for watching. And if anything I can do to help, just leave a comment on any video and I will sure to get back to you, sir. Most definitely. That's what I love to do. I love to help people train, whether it's in person or virtually. Any way I can help, I will help you get your Class B passenger and school bus endorsement so you can drive these school buses. Because it's a lot of money to be made out here driving buses. It's no longer for retirees. You are very welcome again. This job is no longer for retirees. This can be a career. You can make a lot of money driving these buses. Don't sleep on it. Don't let it go past you. A lot of places. Hello, bus time. How you doing? I thank you for joining. Don't sleep on the bus driving, school bus driving. There's a lot of money to be made out here. I've been driving for 20 years plus, and I've made a lot of money doing it. I didn't do it for the money. I do it because I love it. And I'm pretty sure once anyone out there start doing it, they're going to love it. I love the kids. I love the buses. I love the hours. And you get some downtime or you can kick your feet up and relax and wait on the next route. Yes, indeedy. I am doing great. I just got off of work bus time. I was telling everybody earlier how I had four soccer teams, two boy teams and two girl teams, and I was picking them up, dropping them off, picking them up, dropping them off. I had to do that all day until all the games were played, all the kids were picked up from home and to the field and back home. So, and I got it done in a pretty decent amount of time. Each game was like 2 30-minute halves or something. So the games weren't long. It took me longer to pick them up and take them to the game. But I'm thankful everything worked out. Everybody got to the game and got home safe. And three out of four teams won. So that was great. And the boys are going to be going into the finals soon. Yeah, I'm going to be tired, but I get a day off tomorrow and I'm right back at it. So from now until Monday morning, I'm going to relax. I got me some tea here in my pumpkin cup. I'm celebrating Halloween early. I've been working on some content, I should say. I got a couple Halloween videos out. Thank you. I'm working on it. I don't know what really to do with the Halloween for bus content, school bus content, but I have a couple out. And I was telling people and everybody that I could go and watch my podcast. I just put a podcast out this morning. I'm gonna try my best to put one out every Saturday at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. But every Saturday morning, there will be a podcast of mine out where we talk from bus aid to trainee to driver to dispatcher. We talk other CDL things too. JB has another question. Do the bus you drive has air brakes? No, it does not have air brakes. I haven't drove an air brake school bus in a long time. I'm fortunate to not to have to worry about that. I mean, That's another endorsement. I had my air brakes. I should say I do have my air brakes endorsement. I drove tour buses during the summer a couple of years, and it required me to have air brakes. You got a poll ID of bus time. That is good. Should I decorate my bus for Halloween as a poll question? I think a lot of people are gonna say yes, and then I'm gonna have to do it. Now you making more work for me, bus time. Why you making more work for me? How about I put a costume on and I drive the bus in a costume? Should I decorate or wear a costume? Should that be it? Should that be it? Yeah, you gonna make more work for me, bus time. Come on, man. Uh, how about I wear a costume? What do you think about that? Well, I got a couple of costumes. I like to dress up for the kids. I'm glad I inspired you to get that CDL permit. Yeah, make that money. Thank you. I appreciate your support, JB. I really appreciate it. Get that CDL permit. All you need is your Class A general knowledge and your passenger and school bus written test, and then you can start training to drive these school buses. Most most places will pay you to train. Oh, just hang up the orange lights. You want me to cheat? Just make it easy. Just hang up the orange lights. That's I'll just turn my warning lights on. My amber warning lights. Are they orange enough for you? With some hazard lights? I'm just kidding. I think I'm just gonna wear a costume and give out some candy, decorating, and then I'll have to take it right back down because Halloween is almost over. But it's definitely gonna. That's definitely a good question for a poll. Chicago in the building. I appreciate it. Yep. When I stop, I appreciate it though. Everything that you guys have boosted me to keep going and doing this because a lot of people love school buses. Yeah, just a costume. Now I gotta figure out what costume. I got a lot of costumes because I usually dress up on the different holidays for the kids. I'm a school bus driver. You got a lot of kids. Who's cooler than us on a school bus? The kids love when you dress up and you participate in the different holidays. They love to see me coming down the road. And that's what I love about it. Just participation and being a part to make someone smile for the day. Driving on a roadblock. Yeah, I got a lot of roadblocks fans out there that be giving me some tips. A lot of you guys out there know a lot about these school buses specs, and they give me information on all kinds of things on the bus that I would have never even thought about until I start having these different conversations with a lot of you guys from Roblox. Y'all know a lot about the different specs and the different years and the makes of the buses and everything. And it surprised me. It almost made me want to play Roblox. They got I understand that they have different companies you can create on Roblox and you can hire people and dispatch and train and like it's almost real, isn't it? Almost real. So go ahead and check out my podcast. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what I can add to it, the podcast, and how I can make it better. Let me know what's the flaws so I can fix it. Let me know what you want to see more of so I can add it. because I want to be here for you guys. I want to answer all your questions about the general knowledge, the passenger and school bus endorsements. And who doesn't love a school bus? I want to learn from you guys about the different specs of the buses, and because them California specs, I believe they're the ones with the yellow wheels. They are beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, Bus Time. You've been a great support. You've been awesome. You've been great today for me. I was looking for one of my buddies, JH Buses. He makes content for school buses, and he's on Roblox too. And he has some questions for me. I guess I'm not going to see him today, but I still had a great time with all you guys who showed up and showed me some support. I appreciate it. But right now, I told you I've been working all day, and you was correct when you told me I'm gonna get tired. Yeah, I'm getting a little tired. I've been up since 7 in the morning picking up soccer teams, taking them to the field, and bringing them back home after the game is over. At least 3 out of 4 teams won. Yes. Using the same type of bus I drive, the 2025 ICCE. It is a great bus. Yes, it is. I'm sorry, bus time, but I have to go. It's been a long day. It's time for me to rest because my hours of service is 12 hours a day. And I ain't get there yet. I got a couple hours more to go, but I'm off the clock. It's time for me to kick my feet. Yeah, they do look beautiful. It's time for me to kick my feet up and relax. I want to thank you for watching and everybody who tuned in. Remember, always drive safe, be safe, and protect our precious cargo. This is School Bus Driver, and I'll be back sooner than you think. Peace.